A distance time graph is one in which distance is plotted on the y-axis and time is plotted on the x-axis. You will be expected to do two things with a distance time graph. The first thing you need to do is to be able to describe the motion that the graph represents. The best way to do this is to look at the gradient. The gradient equals the speed. So if the gradient is constant, speed is constant. The smaller the gradient, the lower the speed. If the gradient is zero, the object is stationary. A negative gradient means the car is travelling backwards. When asked to describe motion in the exam, it is best to split the graph into sections based on time. Then describe what each section tells us about the motion. This way you will get all the marks. In this example, we would say, between 0 seconds and 10 seconds, speed is constant because gradient is constant. Between 10 seconds and 20 seconds, the speed is constant, but lower as the gradient is lower. Between 20 seconds and 40 seconds, the object is stationary as the gradient is zero. Between 40 seconds and 50 seconds, the object is moving backwards as the gradient is negative. Second thing is to calculate speed. Speed can be calculated by calculating the gradient of the graph. To find the gradient, we do the change in the y-axis divided by the change in the x-axis, often written as delta y over delta x. Delta simply means change, and it is represented by a triangle. In this example, change in y is 50 meters and the change in x is 10 seconds. The gradient therefore equals 50 meters divided by 10 seconds, giving a speed of 5 meters per second. Notice how the units of speed come from the units used for distance, meters, and time, seconds. If the graph had axes with kilometers for distance and minutes for time, the gradient and therefore the speed would have the units kilometers per minute. In an exam, you may have to convert the units.